So we out here, we're celebrating the
Queen.
This beautiful being's birthday.
Whoa.
Beautiful beings, that's not good?
I told you Queen. It's my birthday. Thank you.
We're celebrating the Queen's birthday.
Celebrate the Queen. Love you so much. Thank you so much. And give me 3 amazing things about me. Just 3 amazing things.
You already did the mother of my child.
Allegations of domestic abuse from popular TV personality Keke Palmer. The former host of GMA3 and the game show Password has been granted a temporary restraining order against her ex-boyfriend. Darius Jackson is the father of her 8-month-old son. The actress, who famously showed off her belly bump when she appeared on SNL, submitted shocking images to the court, taken from surveillance video.
This is a story of boy meets girl, but you should know up front, this is not a love story.
I want to talk about the Keke Palmer situation. Yeah, everybody, if you don't know, I did previous videos speaking on it, right? But I wanted to do one large video where I compile all the stuff that we have. And I tell you what people are not saying and not mentioning about the whole Keke Palmer situation. If you don't know who Keke Palmer is, I'm not going to even try to shade her just because I disagree with her on a few things now. She's a dope actress and even dope singer. I'm not going to pretend like I don't bump her mixtapes. I've been a Keke Palmer fan, right, for a while. I've always thought that she was extremely talented, which is why I was confused when she started wilding out, right? But anyway, I digress. It seemed like she was right in the realm of being in Claire Huxtable position. Am I getting it right? I think it is Claire Huxtable. Yeah, it's Claire Hux. It's Claire Hux. Huxtable. Just to make sure I'm not tripping. Yes, right? And if you don't know and didn't watch The Cosby Show and things of that nature, that's like a proper woman. Someone who's not showing this stuff. She got a little too much attitude, but I get it. I get it. That's because, Bill was letting her run around crazy. Anyway, I digress, right? She seemed like a proper woman. And then it all got revealed that she was out here showing herself to us. She's out just letting it just be out there for some weird reason. That's crazy.
Keke Palmer, many months ago, went to an Usher concert and she was wearing some very revealing outfit and she was dancing and singing with Usher, grinding on him. And what ended up happening was Darius Jackson issued a tweet talking about how inappropriate it is. And
that's where I gave him his criticism. I felt like he shouldn't have issued no tweet, fam. You should talk to the mother of your children. Right? Be a man. Be a man. Actually, just tell it, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. I know a lot of females are trying to say, oh, well, he's trying to control. Listen, don't listen to that, men. They will respect it if you are stern and you set your boundaries. Don't go to Twitter for it. That is a real female-like trait. I always believe that it's best to try to contact the person directly. Even with these fake content creators, I always try to contact them directly if it's a personal thing. But then usually they start crying publicly. So yeah, you don't want to do that. That's like a feminine trait, right? He should have been more masculine, but he never had to learn how to be a man because you could consider him a Chad or a Tyrone or Pookie.
And how when men have standards, society basically tells them that they're jealous. And I very much sided with him on this perspective. And the internet very much came to...
He's right. I just don't think he should have took it to the internet. He should have said it to her. What was you looking for? Attention? Why are you going to do that? Why are you going to do that? Now, this is a huge issue beyond the fact that millions of girls looked up to her, right? They might start imitating and preach on, hey, just show yourself in front of Usher. She went out with her friends and just showing the backside. This is a problem because she had a baby father, boyfriend, whatever, not a husband. Maybe we don't know what he believes in. I don't want the government in my paperwork, right? If I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. It is what it is. I'm not getting married because I don't want the government in my ish. They already are in my ish enough. I digress, right? So we don't know their relationship of why they're not married at all, right? We just know that that's her boyfriend and baby father. You can tell that he was what I would classify as someone who's a Chad or maybe even a Tyrone or a Pookie, right? He's appealing on the eyes to women. What else does he offer? You give good conversation. And I can say that because I've watched him speak. He's not good, bro. Like, he barely can convey any point he has. He's not good at it, which will tie into another point that I'm going to bring up, right? But he seemed like someone that was just attractive to her. And she was like, let's just jump his bones, right? And after she did that, it was, maybe I get used to him. Maybe I could teach him. I could teach him how to have a personality. A lot of women, their logic is to work in reverse, right? It's to give up the box, right, to the one that she's attracted to, but not necessarily the one that she necessarily should. And I say that based off her own standards, because later on, after she's done with dealing with Tyrones and Pookies, maybe even has a child, now here comes the 90-day rule. Now here comes you gotta wait. Yeah, I'm holding you to a higher standard because of my past. I think men should do the same thing. Don't get mad. Don't even react. Be okay with that. Cool. Now she has to be held to a higher standard. If we ain't getting busy, everything else got to be A1. Are you helping in my life? Do you cook? Do you clean? Are you a good listener? Do I have to argue with you? Are you submissive? If you're not falling in all of these categories and at 100%, then fellas, my advice, move on. Move on, bro. I don't mind waiting if she is worth it, right? If you really do see value and all that stuff. But a lot of women don't realize that men, we see things based off of, you're not attracted to us if you're not trying to engage in those activities with us. So at least maybe show a sign that you're sexually interested in the person, right? But majority of the time, right, a woman will experience guys like this to a certain extent for a period and then move on if they ever wise up. But they'll go through a era of dudes like this, at least maybe one that he had nothing interesting to say. And like, if they was to talk to him now, it might even be a turn off. That is kind of true. A lot of guys won't believe that, but when females get to a certain age, they hit a point where that stuff isn't attractive to them or as attractive. They look at more of the whole package. Do they still get turned on or can say, hey, that guy looks handsome or whatever? Obviously, they're not blind. They're just going to be able to do that. You shouldn't even take offense to it. But the overall package is what appeals more. Women just don't really regard how men feel about it. But it's kind of like on some regular life stuff. You got to just deal with it. But majority of women, they deal with this Chad, Pookie, or whatever for a certain extent, right? And once again, as someone who just looks attractive and has nothing else. Nothing. He might even be good at talking just to get what he wants. He's not good at speaking or good at conveying points, but in order to convince you to get what he wants in that short time frame, he might be good at that because he's been in that scenario with women that were attracted to him to some extent, and he knows how to maneuver. He knows exactly what he would have to say because he don't got nothing else. He's a master. So you deal with these kind of guys, you deal with issues, right? That's not even necessarily painting him as a bad person. You can be a Chad or Pookie or Tyrone and develop and eventually start to learn what you need in life and get better if you're willing to do that. This guy didn't seem like he was at that point yet. And I think that, in my personal opinion, Keke Palmer saw that and thought she was able to manipulate him and say, okay, all right, we got somebody that I like looking at. I like getting in the bed with. Nothing else to offer. That means he might have low self-esteem and I can just control him. I can tell him, hey, you sit here at the house with the baby. I'm going to go with Usher and shake my behind. And he never is going to say nothing about that. She was wrong. She definitely was wrong. She thought that that's what she was having. And she was extremely wrong. In fact, audio clips were released proving this, of her explaining why he should not be mad at Usher, as well as some revealing claims about Usher is nasty. Straight nasty.
There's no need to say horrible things and send me this Usher picture. There's no reason for that. You do that because you're nuts. Yeah. There's no reason for you to say that. Jezebel, calling me Haiti. That's all unnecessary. You do all of that unnecessarily because something's wrong with your mind. It's not normal. You sound like you have a broken brain and you need to go to see somebody because you're chemically imbalanced. There's nothing that I've done for you to stay on that page. People have endured more. I've endured more from you, and I don't do that to you. I don't sit up there and call you all kinds of names and do stuff like that. You randomly have an episode and then you harass me for an hour straight. That's what you do.
Now I'm gonna.
It's not normal. It's not necessary. You can just not talk to me.
I'm gonna harass you. Usher's bisexual. He sleeps with men. You stupid.
Armand Wiggins.
This motherfucker on earth.
You should know. You spend a lot of time with Dorian.
Usher, you a dumb motherfucker.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you deal with a chick that thinks she's high value, but she still don't got the mental right, and she thinks she's gonna be able to take advantage. Right. But then once you show I'm still a man, and that makes me feel uncomfortable that you would do that. That I don't really think that you're respecting me or the boundaries. And then now is the end of the world, fam.
You can see that he is behind her. It looks like he is trying to force her in a certain direction against her will. The next image is a little more telling. You can see that he is definitely on top of her. He has his hand in the air and she is bracing as she falls over a couch, and she puts her hands up in what I would describe as a very defenseless position.
These are different events? Yeah, because he's not wearing a shirt. These are two different events. So this is like multiple times.
That don't really sound right, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That don't sound right to me. That don't sound right. Back to it. Back to the picture.
Keke even admits to not only hitting him, I want y'all to pay attention, to attacking him, putting hands on him, but also then she put out like a book where she released the information that she did this in like all her relationships. She was just putting hands. She was putting hands on. But this video ain't gonna get monetized. This ain't gonna get monetized. Check me out on Patreon. But it's the facts. Right? She said this herself. She admitted on the call that she put hands on people. She admits in writing in a book that she does this. Right?
Yeah, you said nasty things to me. I didn't need to say them back. That's my bad.
Wiggins.
It's my bad to say nasty things to you. Even if you did say nasty things to me. It's my bad
Wiggins.
to put my hands on you. Even though you did whatever that you did that made me feel that way. Like
it's clear as day, the manipulation. And then you have her mom. Why are you even on the phone? This is, see, I'm telling you, why is her manager, someone who's been working with her behind the scenes for forever, also her mother, in her relationship quarrels? Why is she on the phone with her daughter and her daughter's baby father, telling him what to do? An argument. And also, at one point, threatening him. So much so that his mother had to jump in and they had to go back and forth. It's nasty. It's really nasty.
What's wrong with your mind? It's not normal. You sound like you have a broken brain and you need to go to see somebody because you're chemically imbalanced.
Yeah.
I tried to be nice because I thought you had some mental problems.
All right, so about a bullet.
If you keep fucking around, I might get somebody to fuck you.
All right, so about that bullet again.
Keep fucking with me, you might get a kick in your ass.
Okay.
Keep fucking with me.
Okay.
You motherfuckers don't know who you dealing with.
Y'all have no idea who you stepped up and play with, but it's all good.
I tried to be nice to you.
Yeah.
I tried to be nice because I thought you had some mental problems.
No.
In this relationship, I would say, from an honest opinion, from the outside looking in, both parties were toxic for obvious reasons. Why wasn't he chasing his dreams? Why wasn't he trying to better himself? Right? Why were they so fast to have a baby? Why was he out here being a hoe? Because, right, that's what they say in the streets. He was literally going around. He was like the Hollywood hoe. He was the one that was getting passed around. And fellas, I'm telling you, some men, you might see the world in a certain perspective. If you look at different types of men's perspectives, you realize that there's more things that they have in common with females than you would think. right? The same way you think, oh, she just being a hoe and this and this and this. If you are a male that hits a certain level of attraction, and then you also have nothing to offer, some females like to call him a himbo. I'm giving out mad game in this. People should pay attention to take note. Keep calling him a himbo or whatever. He might get treated like some woman might get treated, right? Like it's not just a woman you saying, oh, you're getting used, you're letting him use you. Now, some women are out here using the man, right? It wasn't until I became a Chad for a certain time period in my life, right, that I realized, oh, she just wants to hook up. Like, don't want to talk at all. I'm hitting her with the, hey, did you watch this new movie? She hit me with the same time next week. And just walk it out. I held my body. I had to hug myself. I had to hug myself to tell me that I was worth it. Okay? Like, I had one of these moments. I was like, the gall. My personality is amazing. But then I realized it was because I wasn't highlighting my personality. I went from the person that I would say girls saw as boyfriend material and then switched over to the Chad. And then eventually, like, I'm like an avatar, baby. I'm everything. Right now, I'm amazing. Like, my humor is so appealing. I'm telling you, girls be crying from laughing. Like, just the laughter is so that loud that tears are coming out their eyes. That's something that you put on the full package list and has value right there. And also, I'm pretty as hell. You ain't seen me? Look at that. Strike a pose. One more time. Zoolander. Too old. Whiplash. Hit him with the Megan. Hit him with the Megan. Hey, get it. Get it. Get it. Get it, Megan. 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 I digress. Y'all know. I just randomly just started doing the Megan now for some reason. It's hilarious to me. But I digress. When it comes to Keke Palmer, looks can be really deceiving. I don't know anything to be facts, just going based off of what I see and giving my opinion. But I think that Keke Palmer, without a doubt, was the manipulative one, or maybe the more manipulative one. I think this guy is toxic without a doubt. I think that he is insecure and he doesn't know how to express how he feels. Communication is like the most important part of a relationship, I swear. It's really easy for him to it would have been easy, and she would have gained more respect for you. Then she might not have ever chose you though. For what she was looking for her type of like career and what she wants to do. I guarantee, fam, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. More than likely, in my personal opinion, based off of what I've seen throughout the world, fam. Yeah, if he was more assertive, was more of a man, spoke up for himself, she wouldn't have been attracted to him in the way that she's attracted to him now. I'm telling you, women, man, when they start to changing certain things, man, some women, they lucky, they get it early. You're able to see the full package from the beginning. But some women towards the end, 30s, 40s, after you hit the wall, think about it now. She got a kid. I know people be like, what's wrong with that? Don't be stupid. Like, come on, why we gotta do that? Hey, especially women. Why y'all do that? Like, this is something that is so obviously going to be a hurdle you disregard because you put yourself in a woman's position of how you would feel, right? This is why you never go to a woman for advice. You never go to a woman for advice. They will put themselves in that position of the woman in your situation and tell you what is best for them, what that woman would want. Maybe you should be more accepting. That she was out here getting clapped up by the whole football team just yesterday. You should be accepted. What about love? You shouldn't mind waiting a year. The intimacy. Like, what? She didn't even touch your hand. It's okay. It's about love. You never go to a woman for advice. It's the worst thing. They're going to tell you whatever to make the woman come out on the W side. And I don't even think they do it on purpose. It's just in their head. It's like they watching a movie. If I was her, this is what I would want. So let's disregard what the hell you even aiming for or care about. F that. You taking that allergy. Right? So Yeah, just overall, I think Keke, whatever. Best wishes. I don't think neither party is right. Right? I think they're both wrong. I think they're both toxic. They both need to better their life. She gonna have a harder time with that child now. She got a child. She's a single mother. Her business been all out in Front Street. Hopefully, if you do the research, you about to mess with Keke Palmer and you see all this audio of her doing this nasty stuff and admitting that she puts hands on men, maybe you'll make a better decision. Maybe you make a smarter choice. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But tell me what you think in the comment section. You guys seem to like these videos where I do breakdowns and like try to like put as much information in it. Yeah, well, I like doing them too as well, man. Hopefully you guys like them and share the video as well, man. Appreciate you guys. That's for real.
What's going on, guys? If you want to see me live stream, there's 2 options right now, currently. But now I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. You can go and follow me on there. And I'm also going to be live streaming on Rumble. You can go over and follow me on there. If you want to get access to my live streams and be able to watch the playback, that is the best way. Twitch and Rumble. See you guys later.